Taping wires together before pulling them into a conduit is against the National Electrical Code, specifically NEC 300.12b. This section states that conductors can be joined by splicing, brazing, welding, crimping, or soldering, but only if the join is accessible for visual inspection, testing, and maintenance. Furthermore, any connecting device or fitting used must be listed for that specific use. Taping wires together fails to meet these requirements because it does not provide a reliable and accessible connection. Over time, the tape can loosen, leading to a loose connection and potential electrical problems. There are several reasons why taping wires together is a bad idea. Firstly, increased resistance can occur. The tape can create a high resistance connection, resulting in voltage drop and heat buildup. Secondly, poor conductivity is another risk. The tape might not provide a good electrical connection, potentially leading to arcing and sparking. Thirdly, an unreliable connection is a concern. The tape can stretch or tear, causing the connection to fail. Fourthly, inspection difficulties arise. A taped connection makes it challenging to visually inspect for damage or loose connections. To properly connect wires before pulling them into a conduit, it's crucial to use a listed wire connector. These connectors are designed to provide a secure and reliable connection that meets NEC requirements. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions to ensure the wire connector is properly sized and installed according to the specifications. If tape is needed to secure the wire connector, it should only be used as a supplement to the connector and never as the primary connection method. Using tape as the primary method of connection can lead to a variety of electrical issues. A loose connection, for example, can cause arcing, which can generate heat and potentially start a fire. Arcing can also damage the insulation on the wires, leading to further problems. Voltage drop can also occur as a result of a poor connection. This means that the voltage at the end of the circuit is lower than the voltage at the source. Voltage drop can cause equipment to malfunction or not operate at all. In addition to the safety concerns, using tape as the primary method of connection can also make it difficult to troubleshoot electrical problems. If there is a problem with the circuit, it can be difficult to determine if the problem is caused by the taped connection or by something else. Using listed wire connectors ensures a secure and reliable connection. These connectors are designed to provide a low-resistance connection that will not loosen over time. They are also designed to be easy to inspect, so you can quickly identify any problems with the connection. There are many different types of listed wire connectors available. Choose the connector that is appropriate for the size and type of wire you are using. Also, be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing the connector. To further clarify NEC 300.12b, it's essential to understand the implications of accessibility. The requirement for accessibility means that the connection must be readily available for inspection, testing, and maintenance without damaging the building finish or structure. Taped connections buried within a conduit do not meet this criterion because accessing them requires removing the wires from the conduit, which is often a difficult and time-consuming process. Furthermore, the tape itself obscures the connection, making visual inspection impossible without unwrapping it. The term listed in the NEC refers to equipment that has been evaluated by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories, Intertek, or CSA Group. These laboratories test products to ensure they meet specific safety standards. When a product is listed, it means that it has been found to be safe for its intended use when installed and used according to the manufacturer's instructions. Using listed wire connectors provides assurance that the connection will perform reliably and safely. The increased resistance caused by taped connections can lead to significant energy losses. Electrical energy is converted to heat when current flows through a resistance. The higher the resistance, the more heat is generated. This heat can damage the wires and the surrounding insulation, and it can also increase the risk of fire. Poor conductivity can also lead to flickering lights and other electrical problems. When the connection is not making good contact, the current flow can be intermittent, causing the lights to flicker. In addition, poor conductivity can damage sensitive electronic equipment. The unreliability of taped connections can cause unexpected power outages. A loose connection can cause the circuit to open, shutting off power to the affected area. This can be inconvenient and potentially dangerous, especially if it occurs in a critical area, such as a hospital or a data center. The difficulty of inspecting taped connections makes it difficult to identify potential problems before they cause a failure. A visual inspection can often reveal signs of overheating, corrosion, or loose connections. By catching these problems early, you can prevent them from escalating into more serious issues. Listed wire connectors are designed to be easily inspected. Many connectors have clay housings that allow you to visually inspect the connection without disassembling it. The manufacturer's instructions for wire connectors typically include detailed information on how to properly size and install the connector. Following these instructions is essential to ensure a secure and reliable connection. The instructions will specify the correct wire stripping length, the proper tightening torque, and any other special requirements. Avoiding excessive tape is crucial because too much tape can actually reduce the effectiveness of the connection. Tape can trap heat and moisture, which can accelerate corrosion and degradation of the connection. In addition, too much tape can make it difficult to inspect the connection. When taping a wire connector, use only enough tape to secure the connector to the wires and to protect the connection from moisture. Overlapping the tape slightly will help to create a waterproof seal. In summary, taping wires together before pulling them into a conduit is a violation of the National Electrical Code and poses several safety risks. Using listed wire connectors and following the manufacturer's instructions are essential for ensuring a safe and reliable electrical installation. By adhering to these best practices, you can minimize the risk of electrical problems and protect yourself and others from potential hazards. When choosing a wire connector, consider the wire gauge, the number of wires to be connected, and the environment in which the connection will be located. For example, if the connection will be exposed to moisture, use a waterproof connector. If the connection will be subject to vibration, use a vibration-resistant connector. Also, consider the type of wire being used. Some connectors are designed for use with solid wire, while others are designed for use with stranded wire. Using the wrong type of connector can damage the wires or create a loose connection. Before making any electrical connections, always disconnect the power to the circuit. This will prevent electric shock. Use a voltage tester to verify that the power is off before proceeding. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. Working with electricity can be dangerous, so it's important to take precautions to protect yourself. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the job. An electrician has the training and experience to safely and properly install electrical wiring and equipment. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it's important to stay up to date on the latest requirements. The NEC is available for purchase from the National Fire Protection Association. Many local libraries also have copies of the NEC. Additionally, many online resources provide information about the NEC. These resources can be helpful for understanding the code requirements. Consider taking an electrical safety course. These courses can teach you about the hazards of electricity and how to work safely with electrical equipment. Many community colleges and technical schools offer electrical safety courses. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician before making any electrical installations or repairs. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it's important to take precautions to protect yourself and others from potential hazards. Remember that electrical codes and regulations can vary depending on your location. Always check with your local authorities to ensure that you are complying with all applicable requirements. In addition to the NEC, there may be other local or state codes that apply to electrical installations. The information provided in this narration is intended to educate and inform and should not be used as a substitute for consulting with a qualified professional or adhering to local electrical codes. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity and seek expert advice when needed.